Hey guys, it's Anna and I'm finally back to my channel from about 11 months from the time where I was actually committed to YouTube. So today actually marks exactly 1 year from my retinal detachment video, and I just wanted to share with you guys an update on my process of healing and also answer some questions that I received through my direct messages or through my YouTube comments that I wasn't actually able to answer. It's gonna be like a frequently asked questions time. Woohoo! First of all, before actually heading into the contents of the video, I wanted to say thank you so much for those who sent so much love and support to my retinal detachment video and to me. It was actually very touching to hear the support from people that I've never even met around this world, and it's just so impressive to see how many people are actually facing the things that I faced, and I am happy that I was able to give a platform for those people to actually seek for help and support. And I'm always going to be here if you want to comment for help. I will be happy to answer those questions. But yeah, let's get started to the video. So I'm going to start from the time I filmed my retinal detachment video. When I filmed that video, it was actually about a week or a few days before I went back to the surgery room and got my retinal detachment surgery once again, because they found another detachment in my eye, in the same eye. I had my surgery and again I had to skip summer school. After I came back to school, I had a lot of work to catch up to. I had a lot of tests, assignments, and just a lot of things to do. But thankfully, thanks to God, I was able to finish everything on time, and I actually didn't do as bad as I thought I would do on my first semester of junior year. However, there was a problem with my eye where the fluid in my eye wouldn't actually go down. How retinal detachment works is that fluid fills into your retina after it detaches, so then it causes more detachment to happen. And after having my surgery, the fluid in my eye was still there, but thankfully it wasn't up to where my vision would get affected. It was actually just down there, but actually the fact that I still had some liquid in my eye was kind of concerning to my parents and also to the doctor. So I had to wait a long time to actually be better. It was only just a few weeks ago or last month when I actually got the news that there was no more liquid in my eye, that my eye was actually completely okay. And I'm so thankful for that. But I would say that it took a very long time. It took almost a year for me to get here. Now I'm at that point where I can just have my doctor appointments every year instead of every few months. So yeah, I'm in a good position right now. It's honestly just God's work. I just want to say thank you for all the sweet comments that you've left behind, and I honestly think that all the support that I got around the world has really helped me get to where I am, because I didn't feel that alone, and it was just very nice to feel that people actually care. So now we're gonna get into the frequently asked questions section of my video. So a question I always got was what kind of surgery I got, and I think there are various types of surgeries, but there are only two that I actually know because my brother got one and I got the other. I got the scleral buckle surgery, which is basically they put a little belt or a little buckle around your retina so that it holds it together. So this surgery was actually kind of more simple than the other one, which I'm going to be talking about later, because all I had to do was just lay down on my bed and just not move and just not open my eye for a few days. In the other hand, vitrectomy is a gas bubble that they put into your eyeball in order to get rid of all the fluid and just to put the retina back in place. I think, I'm not sure, I'm not a professional, but that's what I think because my brother had it. And basically you have to be face down, looking face down on your bed the whole time. So it's actually a little bit more of a rigorous healing process for vitrectomy, but I would like to say that gas bubble surgery or vitrectomy is a little more effective in my opinion, because I had this scleral buckle and I had to go through a longer process of healing, whereas my brother just had a week of facing down, and then obviously he had to watch for himself, but he basically had like the healing process a lot quicker. So another question that I got was that I have floaters. I didn't really notice having floaters before my retinal detachment happened, but definitely after my surgery I began to actually notice the floaters. That was kind of concerning to me because every time when a nurse would be like, do you have floaters or do you see flashing lights, and then it could probably mean that like there's something wrong happening, you know? I didn't really have the balls to say anything, because if me having floaters really did mean anything bad, then like I didn't really want to skip school again. So I left it for the last minute, and the first time I actually asked my doctor was like the last appointment I had, which was just a few months ago. And basically he said that floaters don't necessarily mean like having retinal detachment again. It just kind of means that like as you grow older, like parts of your vitreous starts to like kind of fade away, like float away. So for me, because I'm so nearsighted, the process of floaters actually forming is a lot quicker for me. So if you're nearsighted, then you're gonna have floaters earlier on. So I don't think it's a lot to worry about, but if you're worried about it, then you should ask your doctor about it, because it could mean something else. Another question I got: what do you do to keep yourself entertained during recovery since you must keep your head down? So as I said before, I had this sclerobuccal surgery and I didn't have to have my face down, so I was just lying on bed the whole time. For people that do have vitrectomy, I would recommend having audiobooks to listen to. That's what I did a lot too, because I couldn't really open my eye, and I'm sure my brother did that too. And also just listening to music. So yeah, that's all I can say. This one says, did you see any dots in the dark or any dots in the sky or any pain after the surgery? After the surgery, any kind of surgery hurts, so the first few days my eye did hurt, but you can always just take painkillers for that. But after that, my eye never really hurt, so I wouldn't say I had any pain. If you have any dots, that means that your retina has dots, like holes in them, so you should probably get them fixed as soon as possible. So this one says, what was the most noticeable symptoms you had? I didn't really face symptoms before. It was just like a spur in the moment thing where I woke up and all of a sudden I couldn't see. So I didn't really have symptoms, but if you think that you have any symptoms or like anything that is concerning, then you should probably talk to your doctor about it, just in case. Okay, so my camera actually just died. I think that's pretty much like all the questions that I got, because all the other ones are pretty similar. So I just want to say thank you guys for all the questions that you had for me, and you know, I'm always happy to answer your questions, whether you're the one facing the surgery or the loved one that is facing it. I'm always here to answer questions. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support that you've given me for the past year, and I'm always going to be here for you guys as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back with another video soon, but this is all for now. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.